Hello, Ceramics One. The purpose of this video is that while the half of the group is at school actually building spoon rests with me, the other half is at home and doing a little bit of research and a little bit of reminding of the vocab that we use to talk about art. So hopefully by the end of this, we will switch groups and both groups will have had a chance to build a spoon rest in school. And then when you are working from home, you are doing kind of the research side of it where you're looking at what different ceramic artists are making today, so you kind of know what's possible. And then we also remind ourselves of the elements of art and the vocabulary that we use to describe our work as we're making it. So let me just run through a little bit. Hopefully you can see the Schoology page. We are going to be working in the Intro to Ceramics folder, the red folder. Last time, hopefully you did a Flipgrid, so I kind of am starting to get to know who you are, and if you haven't done that, make sure you do. And then this time we're going to be working in the blue folder called Elements of Art in Ceramics. So if you click on this, you'll see that there's an assignment right here, and that's the one we're going to be focusing on. And if you click on the assignment, it's going to lead you to this resource slide that I will be kind of going through today with you. So let me just go ahead and present it so you can kind of see a little bit bigger. So there are elements of art and principles of design, and we are going to focus mainly on the elements of art. There are 7 of them: line, shape, color, form, texture, value, and space. This vocab has run through all of art, whether it's a painting or a drawing or a ceramic piece. And we're just going to kind of remind ourselves of that vocabulary as we go through this. So the challenge that you're going to do is you need to define all the elements of art, and I will help you with that. You're going to find a ceramic artist whose work demonstrates the element, and then you're going to create a Google slide presentation with one slide that that is going through all of the elements. So total, you'll have 7 slides, 1 for each element of art. And then you're going to kind of explain how the artist used that element. So if I did a lot of line decorations on my ceramics, you could say, you know, this piece shows line because it has like wavy and zigzag and that kind of thing. Okay. So each slide that you have in your presentation should have the element of art and the definition, which I give you on the next slide. You're going to show a few examples of the artist who uses the element in their work and a description of how they use the element, 2 to 3 sentences for full credit. So this slide has all the definitions. You can take them right off this slide. It has all 7 elements of art plus the definitions, so you can just steal it right off of this slide. So I'm giving you answers. If you're not quite sure where to start, I've provided you with 3 links that might help you look for ceramic artists, or you can just Google, famous ceramic artworks and look through images and find some artworks there. But you will have to identify who the artist is to give them proper credit. So here's an example of a slide that I would love to see. So here we have the element of art as line. We have the definition of line. We have a couple artworks by the artist, and I've named the artist. Frances Priest is the woman who does this work. And I just said Frances Priest is an artist who uses line in her ceramics to show movement and texture. Her lines can be thick or thin, vertical, horizontal, or diagonal. So you just give me a little example of how they use that element. This one's form, so objects that are 3-dimensional. I have a couple of pictures of artist's work. Vanessa Hodge is the artist, and I say how she uses form in her work. So these are just examples of what I expect to see the information on the slide to give you full credit. You will then be turning in a 7-slide show. Each slide has a different element of art. All right, so if you have any questions at all, what I'm expecting, feel free to, resource and look at this slideshow again. The other thing that is here, if you need it, is this little link that says Elements in Sculpture. You can view that. And if you're thinking like, oh, I don't really know what form is, I don't really remember what that is, you can look at this. slideshow, and it will give you a little bit of a background of what is line, what is texture, what is, it has a little bit of background. So if you're stuck, go ahead and take a look at this resource. And if you have other questions, feel free to hop on Google Meet and ask me. I'm going to be working with the other group as well. So this video hopefully answers enough questions to get you started. Use your time really well. You have 2 days to make these. So I would recommend getting right to it so that when it's your chance to be in person, you are only focused on making your spoon rest. All right, and then you can just Dropbox your slideshow right to this assignment. All right, I look forward to seeing your work. This will be 70 formative points, 10 for each slide, and I am looking forward to having you guys come in and make some spoon rests. All right, bye.